Have you ever visited a country where a train cuts through the middle of a crowded market? Thousands of monkeys once ruled an entire city, and the calendar says the year is 2569? Thailand is full of surprises that seem almost unbelievable, yet they are all part of everyday life. In this documentary, we'll uncover 10 of the most shocking, fascinating, and unforgettable facts about the real Thailand. Stories that prove this remarkable country is far stranger than most people ever imagine. The market where a train passes right through the middle. Imagine browsing a local market, picking out fresh seafood or tropical fruit, when suddenly a warning bell begins to ring. Within seconds, dozens of vendors calmly pull back their awnings, slide baskets away from the tracks, and step aside. Then, a full-size train slowly rolls straight through the middle of the market, passing only inches from the merchandise and the people watching. It may look like a carefully staged tourist attraction, but this happens every single day at the famous Mae Klong Railway Market in Samut Songkhram Province, about 55 miles southwest of Bangkok. Known locally as Talat Rom Hup, or the Umbrella Pull-Down Market, this remarkable marketplace has operated alongside an active railway for more than a century. The railway arrived in the early 1900s, long after the market had already become an important trading center. Instead of relocating, local vendors simply adapted. Today, that unique tradition continues almost exactly as it did decades ago. As of 2026, trains still pass directly through the market 8 times every day. Just before each arrival, the entire market transforms into a perfectly coordinated performance. Umbrellas fold, tables with wheels glide backward, hanging signs are lifted, and everyone instinctively knows where to stand. The train moves at a slow speed, sounding its horn as it squeezes through the narrow corridor. Only moments after the final carriage disappears, the stalls unfold again, customers return, and business continues as though nothing unusual has happened. Stretching for roughly 100 yards along the railway, the market sells fresh vegetables, seafood, spices, meat, flowers, and local snacks. While millions of visitors now come to witness this extraordinary spectacle, it remains a fully functioning market serving local residents every day. It is this seamless blend of ordinary life and unbelievable reality that has made Mae Klong Railway Market one of Thailand's most unforgettable and most photographed destinations. Thailand is living in the year 2059. In most countries, the calendar says 2026. But in Thailand, many official documents, temple signs, school papers, bank forms, and government records may show a different year. 2569. For first-time visitors, it can feel like time travel. You look at a receipt or legal paper, and suddenly the date appears more than 500 years ahead of the world. The reason is Thailand's use of the Buddhist era calendar, often written as BE. This system is counted from the traditional year linked to the passing of the Buddha. Thailand also uses the International Gregorian calendar, especially in airports, tourism, business, and global communication. But the Buddhist year remains part of daily life, paperwork, education, and religious culture. The difference is simple. The Buddhist era is 543 years ahead of the Gregorian calendar. That means 2026 becomes 2569 in Thailand. For Thai people, this is normal. For travelers, it is an early sign that Thailand has its own way of measuring time. This calendar reveals something deeper about the country. Thailand is modern and globally connected, with skyscrapers, electric trains, malls, and digital payment systems. Yet the year printed on an official document may still follow a tradition tied to Buddhist history. The system has changed over time. The Thai solar calendar was adopted in the late 1800s, and in the early 1940s, the official start of the year was moved to January 1st, bringing Thailand closer to the modern global calendar. But the Buddhist year count stayed. So when you visit Thailand in 2026 and see 2569 printed somewhere, it is not a mistake. It is a reminder that this country lives between two worlds, one shaped by modern global time and another shaped by centuries of belief, tradition, and identity. Tiny houses built for spirits are everywhere. As you walk through Thailand, you may notice something unusual standing in front of homes, hotels, shopping malls, office buildings, hospitals, and even gas stations. They look like miniature temples, carefully decorated with flowers, colorful ribbons, candles, and tiny statues. At first glance, they seem like beautiful ornaments. But for millions of Thai people, these small structures are believed to be homes for protective spirits. These are known as spirit houses, and they are one of the most fascinating traditions in Thailand. Long before Buddhism became the country's dominant religion, local communities believed that every piece of land was inhabited by guardian spirits. Rather than forcing those spirits away when a building was constructed, people created a separate dwelling where they could continue to live peacefully. The belief is that if the spirits are respected, they will protect the property and the people who live or work there. If ignored, they may bring misfortune or bad luck. Even today, many new buildings are not considered complete until a spirit house has been installed. In some cases, monks or spiritual specialists are invited to choose the most favorable location and the most auspicious date for the ceremony. The position of the spirit house is carefully planned so that the shadow of the main building does not fall directly over it, a detail believed to show respect for its invisible residents. Every morning, it is common to see fresh offerings placed before these tiny shrines. Flowers, incense, fruit, rice, bottled water, and brightly colored soft drinks are among the most popular gifts. Some people also leave miniature animal figures, dancers, or elephant statues as symbols of gratitude and protection. Old offerings are replaced regularly, showing that the tradition remains an active part of daily life rather than a forgotten custom. Why are thousands of bright red soft drinks left outside? Imagine walking through a quiet neighborhood in Thailand and noticing dozens of unopened bottles of bright red soda sitting outside homes, restaurants, office buildings, and even luxury hotels. At first, it might look like someone forgot their groceries, but these drinks are not for people. They are offerings believed to be left for guardian spirits. For many visitors, this is one of the strangest sights in Thailand. The bright red beverages are commonly placed in front of spirit houses, alongside flowers, incense, candles, fresh fruit, and small bowls of food. While no one can say exactly when this tradition began, many historians believe it evolved from the older custom of offering red-colored water. As bottled soft drinks became widely available during the 20th century, they gradually replaced the traditional offerings and became part of everyday spiritual practice. The color red is often associated with good fortune, positive energy, and vitality in many Asian traditions. Because of its bright appearance, red soda is believed by many worshippers to be more attractive to the guardian spirits than clear water. Popular strawberry or fruit-flavored soft drinks are especially common because of their vivid color. Once the offerings have remained for a respectful period, they are removed and replaced with fresh ones. Even in the year 2026, as Thailand embraces digital technology and modern city life, this tradition remains remarkably strong. It is not unusual to see someone paying with a smartphone inside a convenience store before walking outside to place a bottle of red soda at a tiny shrine just a few steps away. It is a powerful reminder that in Thailand, modern life and ancient beliefs do not compete with each other. Instead, they exist side by side, shaping a culture unlike anywhere else in the world. The Thai city. Once overrun by thousands of monkeys. Imagine parking your car, only to return a few minutes later and find monkeys sitting on the roof, pulling at the windshield wipers, or peeking through the windows. It may sound like a movie scene, but for many years, this was an ordinary day in the Thai city of Lopburi, located about 90 miles north of Bangkok. Lopburi has become world famous for its population of long-tailed macaques. These monkeys have lived among the city's ancient Khmer temples for generations, and over time, they became one of its biggest tourist attractions. Visitors from around the world traveled there, hoping to photograph monkeys climbing traffic lights, riding on motorcycles, or casually strolling through busy intersections. By the late 2010s and early 2020s, the monkey population had grown dramatically. Local estimate had suggested that several thousand macaques were living throughout the city center. As tourism slowed during the global pandemic, food became harder to find. Larger groups of monkeys began competing for territory, raiding homes and businesses, stealing food from shops, and even snatching bags and drinks from unsuspecting visitors. Videos of these chaotic encounters spread across social media, giving Lopburi the nickname Monkey City. To restore balance, Thai wildlife officials launched large-scale population management programs. Hundreds of monkeys were humanely captured, sterilized, given health checks, and relocated to specially designed care facilities. By the year 2026, these ongoing efforts had significantly reduced conflicts between people and wildlife. Although Lopburi remains one of the few places on Earth where monkeys still roam freely through the historic center, Lopburi is a place where ancient temples, modern streets, and wild animals exist side by side. It is one of those rare destinations that reminds us nature does not always stay outside the city. Sometimes it becomes part of the neighborhood. A Buddhist temple, built from more than 1 million beer bottles. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary Buddhist temple. Sunlight reflects from its emerald-colored walls. Its towers sparkle in the afternoon sun, and every building seems to glow with a strange beauty. But as you move closer, you realize something almost impossible. The entire complex has been built using more than 1 million recycled glass beer bottles. Hidden in Thailand's Sisaket province, near the border with Cambodia, stands Wat Pa Maha Chedi Keo, better known as the Temple of 1 Million Bottles. What began as a small environmental idea in the mid-1980s eventually became one of the most unique religious sites anywhere in the world. According to local accounts, Buddhist monks became concerned about the growing amount of glass waste being discarded in nearby communities. Instead of allowing thousands of bottles to end up in landfills, they asked local residents to donate their empty bottles. The response was overwhelming. Year after year, more bottles arrived, until the collection eventually exceeded 1 million. The monks used mostly green bottles from Heineken and brown bottles from Chang, two of the best-known beer brands in Thailand. These bottles were carefully cleaned and arranged into walls, columns, windows, roofs, and decorative patterns. Even some walkways, bathrooms, crematorium buildings, and water towers were constructed using recycled glass. Bottle caps were not wasted either. Many were turned into colorful mosaic artwork, decorating parts of the temple. Today, the temple complex includes more than 20 separate buildings, including prayer halls, meditation spaces, monks' living quarters, and observation towers. Despite being made from discarded materials, the structures have proven remarkably durable, while requiring very little maintenance. The recycled glass also reflects natural light beautifully, helping reduce the need for artificial lighting during the daytime. Thailand's insect markets, where bugs become everyday food. For many travelers, the first reaction is disbelief. Imagine walking through a busy night market and seeing trays filled with crispy grasshoppers, giant water bugs, bamboo worms, silkworm pupae, and crickets instead of popcorn or potato chips. While some visitors hesitate to take even a single bite, for many Thai people, these insects are simply another delicious snack. Although insect eating is not practiced equally across the entire country, it has been part of Thailand's food culture for generations, especially in the northern and northeastern regions. Long before modern supermarkets existed, insects provided an affordable and nutritious source of protein during certain seasons. Today, many of these traditional foods have become popular street snacks, enjoyed by both locals and adventurous tourists. The insects are prepared in many different ways. Crickets are usually deep-fried until crispy and lightly seasoned with soy sauce, pepper, and kaffir lime leaves. Silkworm pupae have a soft, creamy texture, while bamboo worms are often compared to crunchy potato chips because of their light and delicate flavor. One of the most unusual items is the giant water bug, which is prized not only for eating, but also for the distinctive aroma it adds to certain spicy dipping sauces. Nutrition is another reason insects continue to attract attention. Many edible insects contain high levels of protein, healthy fats, vitamins, and essential minerals, while requiring far less land, water, and animal feed than traditional livestock. Because of these environmental advantages, scientists and food experts around the world have increasingly studied insects as a possible sustainable food source for the future. For many tourists, tasting a fried cricket is simply a fun travel challenge. But for Thailand, it represents something much deeper. A tradition that combines local culture, practical nutrition, and a vision of what the future of food might look like. Why an entire country suddenly stops moving twice a day. Imagine walking through a crowded train station in Bangkok during rush hour. People are hurrying to work, street vendors are serving customers, and traffic fills the roads. Then, without warning, music begins to play through the loudspeakers. Within moments, people stop walking. Conversations pause. Some stand perfectly still. Even those in the middle of a task quietly wait until the music ends. For many first-time visitors, it is one of the most surprising experiences in Thailand. This tradition takes place when the Thai national anthem is played in many public spaces, including certain train stations, parks, government buildings, schools, and military facilities. It is commonly heard at around 8 o'clock in the morning and again at 6 o'clock in the evening. During the short performance, many people choose to stop what they are doing as a gesture of respect for the nation. Unlike a law that requires every individual to freeze in place everywhere, this is primarily a long-standing social custom rooted in patriotism and public respect. Participation can vary depending on the location and the situation. In busy tourist areas, shopping malls, or private businesses, you may notice fewer people observing the tradition. However, in transportation hubs, public parks, and government spaces, the moment is often much more noticeable. For visitors, the best response is simple. If you hear the anthem playing and notice people around you standing still, it is considered polite to pause quietly until the music has finished. The entire ceremony usually lasts less than 1 minute, yet it leaves a lasting impression on many travelers because of the calm and respectful atmosphere it creates. Bangkok is slowly sinking beneath its own weight. Bangkok is one of the busiest cities in Southeast Asia, home to more than 11 million people in its metropolitan area. Glittering skyscrapers, elevated highways, luxury hotels, and modern shopping malls dominate the skyline. But beneath all of that development lies an uncomfortable reality. The city is slowly sinking. Much of Bangkok was built on soft clay at the mouth of the Chao Phraya River, only a few feet above sea level. For decades, excessive groundwater pumping caused parts of the ground to sink rapidly. Although the Thai government introduced strict regulations that greatly reduced groundwater extraction, the city continues to experience gradual land subsidence. Combined with rising sea levels and increasingly intense seasonal rainfall, this creates a growing challenge for Thailand's capital. Scientists estimate that some areas of Bangkok have already subsided by more than 3 feet over the past several decades. Today, the average rate of sinking is much slower than it once was, but in certain locations, the ground still drops by around half an inch each year. While these numbers may sound small, the effects become significant over time, especially in a low-lying coastal city. Thailand has responded with massive engineering projects. Hundreds of miles of floodwalls have been strengthened along key waterways. Giant pumping stations help remove stormwater during heavy rains, while underground drainage tunnels reduce the risk of flash flooding. New parks, such as Chulalongkorn University Centenary Park, were even designed to temporarily store rainwater, turning green spaces into part of the city's flood defense system. Despite these challenges, Bangkok continues to thrive. Every year, it welcomes tens of millions of domestic and international visitors, remaining one of the world's most visited cities. Engineers, architects, and urban planners are constantly developing new solutions to help the capital adapt to a changing climate. Bangkok isn't actually what most Thai people call their capital. After spending days exploring Bangkok, many travelers are surprised to discover one final secret. The name Bangkok is rarely used by Thai people when speaking their own language. Instead, they call their capital Krung Thep, a name that translates to City of Angels. But that is only the short version. The city's full ceremonial name is so long that it has been recognized as one of the longest place names ever used for a capital city. It contains more than 160 Latin characters when transliterated into English and is made up of ancient Pali and Sanskrit words. The name describes the city as a great and prosperous capital, blessed by sacred beings, protected by divine powers, and filled with magnificent royal palaces. Although few people use the complete name in everyday conversation, many Thai students still learn it in school. In fact, an entire song was written to help children memorize the full ceremonial title. For most locals, however, simply saying Krung Thep is more than enough. The name Bangkok is believed to have originated centuries ago from a small riverside trading settlement that existed before the modern capital was established. When foreign merchants and diplomats arrived, they continued using the older local name, and over time, it became the internationally recognized name of Thailand's capital. Today, maps, airline tickets, passports, and travel guides around the world still use Bangkok, while millions of Thai people continue to say Krung Thep. It is a fitting ending to our journey through Thailand, a country where trains pass through crowded markets. Tiny houses are built for guardian spirits. Monkeys roam ancient streets, and even the capital city is known by 2 different names. The more you explore Thailand, the more you realize that its greatest surprises are not hidden away. They are simply part of everyday life. From extraordinary markets and ancient traditions to cities shared with monkeys and temples built from recycled bottles, Thailand is a country that constantly challenges expectations. Every corner tells a story where history, culture, and modern life exist side by side. Which fact surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more documentaries exploring the world's most fascinating places. Fascinating places.